Dudes and dudettes, how are you guys? This is Chazzy, welcome back to the Mixer, and today I'm going to be continuing my trend of talking about soccer or football, depending on the region in the world where you guys live in, I have already talked about this before, but I will say it again because it's always worth just remembering that I call it soccer and football to appeal to both sides of the pond because my YouTube analytics show that I have subscribers in both Europe and the United States. So I'm going to be appealing to both of you guys here, so none of you come cuss me out in the comments saying that I said it wrong. But anyway, so let's talk about the sport, right? Now, as the title and the thumbnail may have already suggested, I'm going to be talking about the FIFA Ballon or the FIFA World Player of the Year award that's given every year to FIFA and a lot of other players, trainers and the people in general considered to be the best player in the world, Now, for the last decade or so, we have gotten an overhaul of wins by Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi, but I will not bother to look up how many they have because now it's all separated, because they're two different. They used to be two different awards, there was the Ballon d'Or and then the World Player of the Year, then the FIFA World Player of the Year, then they merged it to just FIFA Ballon d'Or, which honestly makes it a lot easier if you ask me, but then for some reason they separated it again, so now there's the France football thing and then there's the balloon. You know what? Whatever, okay? Because it's possible for a player to win one and not the other, so it just makes it really confusing. But anyway, so I'm not going to bother to even look this up or anything, just go and research it later. But we do know that Ronaldo and Messi have won the most amounts of these awards, in their careers, especially in recent years. However, there was one recently that actually I do believe Antoine Griezmann took it, And now the reason that I'm recording this video here is because I want to make sort of let's say predictions of sorts, I want to try to predict who is going to be the next generation of these Ballon d'Or winners, Now, it's not just going to be one player. I actually think that quite a few players can make the cut, And I'm going to be explaining why. Now, here's the thing, guys. When it comes to this award, there are many athletes who you guys might think that, it's a very big deal to win a prize, an award like this and be recognized as the best player in the world. But the criteria is actually not as, lenient as you might expect, For example, we've had players who have, played a very, just a very average season with their clubs, but then in the same year they win the FIFA World Cup with their countries, and that actually makes them eligible for a Ballon d'Or, And like for example, I actually don't understand how that worked because back in 2018, Kylian Mbappe did not win, even though he did take the World Cup home for France. But then again, he was already starting his career. He was only 17, but and there are times when Messi, for example, he wins the Ballon d'Or, even though he didn't really deserve it too well. You can't deny that sometimes when you have such a big name in the sport, people just give you awards, whether or not you deserve it or not. But anyway, so now we have seen a lot of players, strive for this this award, but I think that there are quite a few that get snubbed. Now my predictions are based on not just opinion but also fact, statistics and players who are actually really up and coming and they're actually playing really well. And when the day comes where Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi either retire or just don't even don't even join the runners up for this prize or this award or anything, that's when I think these players are going to be a little bit more fleshed out. But anyway, stop calling me. I'm recording YouTube videos. This is my life's work. Stop calling me. Freaking telemarketer. But anyway, so yeah. Now, let's get into it, guys. Just a few little analysis here of who I think will win in the future at least one Ballon d'Or. The first one is my golden boy, Neymar. Did a video about just him some time ago talking about why he's so underrated, questioning why he's so underrated because I honestly think he's a much better player than people give him credit for. And even whether or not you like Neymar as a person, you can say that he's very immature. He simulates fouls. He doesn't really practice a lot of fair play. And he's just very, in general, he's not a very adult player. But yeah, that makes perfect sense. But you cannot deny that he is a very good player. You cannot say that Neymar is a crappy player because if you do, then you don't even understand the sport that you're talking about because this kid has a lot of talent, And I actually saw him, from the beginning of his career from Santos all the way to Barcelona, the national team, and PSG today. So I actually haven't been following too many of his matches in PSG, but I know that he's been playing well. But the point is that Neymar is definitely a candidate for winning a FIFA Ballon d'Or sometime in the future, even if it's not right now. I think that while Messi and Cristiano are still playing, at the top of their peaks, well, actually, I think they're starting to fall from their peaks, but you guys get the idea. I think that it might be hard for Neymar to make a name for himself just yet in that category, you know. But I do think that he deserves to at least finish runner-up, you know, in the next season or so, the next time that they cast the votes. And now the thing with Neymar is that he does have a pretty impressive resume, but I think that if he wins at least a FIFA World Cup, then he might actually just qualify even higher on the list for the Ballon d'Or, or maybe even win it, you know, because there are different criteria when it comes to the Ballon d'Or, you know, and we're talking about, like, for example, you know, we're talking, let's say, the titles won in a season, how many goals you scored, how many assists, how well you played the game, you know, your playmaking abilities, and in general, like, it's more about a collective, you know, conscience and also individualism. So how good you are individually and how well you can play collectively with your team, you know, which is why Messi wins so many, because he's always pretty much the perfect player on the field, you know. And Cristiano for a while was a machine, you know, a goal scoring machine, you know, winning a lot of titles back to back. So and so that's why I think that Neymar could qualify if he wins a few more titles with consistency. You know, if he keeps scoring the amount of goals that he scores, you know, and doing his thing, I think he can definitely make it, you know. I think he can definitely, without a doubt, you know, win a Ballon d'Or, you know, and I think that with flying colors, because Neymar, really, you guys, you can't deny that Neymar is a good player. So I think that him winning a Ballon d'Or is not going to surprise anyone, you know, not even him. He might cry, you know, it might be a lot of emotion to finally win that thing, but I do think that Neymar, right now, Neymar is easily one of the top 10 best players in the world, so I really do think that him winning a Ballon d'Or is not exactly a stretch of the imagination or anything, you know. So, and if he just maintains a little bit more regularity in PSG, wins a few more titles, maybe a couple more Champions Leagues, you know, some Club World Cups, and then let's just say he wins the next World Cup, you know, if it happens because of the pandemic, if he actually wins the next World Cup, then that's definitely gonna shoot him all the way up there to the list, because he did go to the World Cup in 2014 and 18, scored a few goals, but unfortunately it wasn't enough to bring home the damn trophy for us, dude.
To run at Raphael, who gets nowhere near him. Neymar, still Neymar. Oh, it's class again. What a game he's having. A hat-trick for this marvellous Brazilian. What a player. The moment he stepped inside.
Next is the guy who I consider to be easily the best player in England right now, Mohamed Salah. You know, I think that everybody knows who Salah is, you know, playing for Liverpool. Quite possibly, you know, the only Egyptian athlete ever to have done anything in any sport, you know. And unless you count El Shaarawy, but then again, El Shaarawy is, like, he was Egyptian, but also more Italian, you know, so I think Mohamed is even more so than he is. And Salah is just a beast, man. You know, they call him the Pharaoh, you know, and he scores so many crazy goals for Liverpool. It's insane, you know. I actually think that he could very well take Messi's place one day as the ultimate playmaker and goal scoring machine, you know. How Salah still hasn't won a Ballon d'Or is beyond me, you know. I really think I should have seen it happen by now, but if you have seen Salah play a few games, you know how good he is, and you know how much of a difference he makes for Liverpool, you know. Fun fact, he actually played for Everton, you know, before going to Liverpool. I actually did not know that. I found out recently. He played for Everton. But so the thing is that when he went to Liverpool, he cemented his place as one of the best players, you know, not just in England but in the world, at least in my opinion. And the thing with Salah is that he has such an amazing feinting and dribbling ability. He can really take the field and do everything individually, but he is also a very good playmaker. He gets along very well with his teammates, you know. So to me, he's just perfect. He is, like, I don't know, man. I'm running out of words to describe this guy. I wouldn't be surprised if he wins a Ballon d'Or before Neymar does. I actually don't know how old Salah is, but I do think Neymar is a bit younger, or maybe they're around the same age, because Salah, he looks older. You know, he has a lot of hair, a big beard. He's a little buff, so he just looks older than Neymar, you know. He looks like he's in his mid-30s or something. But anyway, so I definitely think Salah is gonna win a Ballon d'Or. There's no denying that, you know. And man, I wish I could watch more videos of him, more games of him playing with Liverpool, you know. Sometimes I can't catch the game, and then I go to see the highlights, and I saw that he scored like some amazing freaking goals, you know. But we have YouTube for that, so I'm gonna go binge watch some of his videos later. But we definitely got Salah as a runner-up, man. There is no doubt about it. We have got Salah.
And Coutinho's won it, and Firmino to level things up. Salah! Debut for Mo Salah. Debut goal for Mo Salah, made by Roberto Firmino, and it's all smiles for the Egyptian. fact that he's seen Salah, and we've said about his touch throughout the game has been extremely poor, but on that occasion, outstanding.
Okay, so next is one that I'm pretty sure a lot of you saw coming, you know, somebody who's a little bit younger than Neymar, actually much younger. I think he's at least 10 years younger or so, more or less. Kylian Mbappe, okay? Now, this one you guys should have seen coming because, like I said, he did win the last FIFA World Cup, you know? The first time ever going to a World Cup and already wins the damn thing. He scored goals, you know, I actually think he scored a goal in the final against Croatia. And, you know, this is like Pele levels, Pele-esque levels of accomplishments, dude. You know, your first World Cup ever and you win the title. And he is playing really well with PSG. I'm not really too sure about his career accolades, what he's won, you know, but I'm pretty sure that he's won a couple of Champions Leagues alongside Neymar and Cavani before the latter went to Manchester United. So I really do think that Kylian Mbappe is truly, definitely, without a doubt, unequivocally, the next in line to take the throne from Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo with all the Ballon d'Ors, you know. So I really think that Kylian Mbappe represents the next generation because he's so young, you know, because he's so freaking young and up and coming, has a lot of energy, you know, and motivation. I think that we can really put him up there with one of the greats, you know. And well, when I say greats, maybe that's too much, but he's up there with the ones who are coming, you know, the up and coming players. And I don't know really what he did in his career. I think he started playing for PSG already because he is French, you know, and then I don't know if he would ever leave, you know, I don't know if he would ever fit well into another team, you know, but hey, man, it's all about the career statistics, you know. If you think you can do better than another team, you know, maybe in the Premier League, come to Chelsea, please. Mbappe, come to Chelsea, please. Please come to Chelsea. We need a striker like you. But anyway, so I think that Mbappe is easily, you know, because of his abilities, his individualistic abilities, and the way that he sets up his teammates for goals and also takes advantage of the chances, you know, that he has for goals. I think that he is the ultimate, you know, goal scoring, how can I say it, not a machine, but he's like the ultimate I don't know, man. He's just the complete package, you know? He's really the complete package. And yesterday, at the time of recording this video, I don't know when it's going to be uploaded, but yesterday I was watching the Libertadores Cup with my dad, you know, in our team Fluminense. I'm wearing the Fluminense jersey, by the way. I didn't say that at the beginning of the video. I'm wearing my second Fluminense jersey, you know? Like, just because I'm running out of football or soccer jerseys to wear, so I'm going to have to use one for the same team. But anyway, so yesterday the match was really aggravating because there were so many missed chances, you know, and I thought, what if a player like Mbappe was playing for Fluminense? Like, he would have converted every single goal and there would have been like 5-2, you know, the match for us. But semantics, you know. Definitely Mbappe on this list, and if you try to argue with that, then you just don't understand soccer or football, man, you know. Now, because I don't know too much about him, I can't really give too much detail, you know. I haven't really seen him play too much outside of the World Cup and a few highlights in PSG here and there, but I definitely put him here on this list, no doubt about that.
Sneaks it for Neymar, dummies for Mbappe, tries to rebona it in, almost flipping it through. Was that behind the leg?
How about Neymar leaving it for Mbappe? Well, he had a brilliant touch to set up what would turn out to be the own goal.
Okay, guys, so now those are the main players, the ones who I think are going to win the Ballon d'Ors in the next few years. And because there are three, they can definitely have a little bit of a, you know, like a runner-up situation. Like, I don't know, let's just say a year, maybe Salah wins, but Neymar comes in second and Mbappe comes in third, you know. There are a lot of really good players too, but I think that they are already at the age where I don't think it's possible for them to win anymore, you know. And I don't know, it really goes to show, because I don't want this video to get too long, but a few mentions here, a few honorable mentions. We could also put in Kevin De Bruyne, who plays in Manchester City, you know. I think he's a really phenomenal player in his own right, you know, but maybe the position that he's in won't allow him to win a Ballon d'Or, you know. But like, Kevin De Bruyne plays a really good ball, but I think he's a little far from the players who I mentioned, you know. I think he's just a little bit, you know, far ahead there, but you could definitely say that Kevin De Bruyne might win. You could also say, I don't know, well, Ibrahimovic is past his prime, you know, and I would say Marco Reus as well. But I don't know, when it comes to Ballon d'Or material, those are the ones who stand out the most, you know. And you might even say Luis Suarez, you know, but I think that after he went back to Atletico, he hasn't really been the same. So I don't know, it all depends on what you think, you know. But it's not just, you know, tossing names out there randomly of players who are good and try to see who's going to win the damn award, you know. But I really do think that the three that I chose are the ones who in the next few years, especially after Ronaldo and Messi stop playing ball definitively, you can be absolutely sure that these players are definitely going to be winning a couple of Ballon d'Ors, you know, and I don't think it's going to be just one. I think we're going to have another entire generation of just the same players winning the prize over and over and over again, you know. And I mean, come on, it's nice when a player that you like wins it, like Messi, for example, or Cristiano. I prefer Cristiano. I'm more of a fan of him, but if Messi wins, that's okay too. But it must be really good to see your favorite player win, but also if he wins every single year, it starts to get a little stale, at least in my opinion. You know, it was starting to get annoying when it was just Ronaldo, Messi, Ronaldo, Messi, Ronaldo, Messi, you know, every single year. And then when Griezmann freaking won, it was like a miracle. It's like, wait, what happened? Did somebody count the ballot wrong? Was it supposed to be Ronaldo or Messi? You know, didn't make any sense. But it's nice to see some new blood coming in and changing the game, you know, and inspiring others, and also winning these accolades that all of these other big players before them did, you know. So I really do think that it's time for some new blood. It's time for some changes in the game, you know, and I really want these players to excel, and I want them to be the ones who win the Ballon d'Ors in the next few years, you know, probably starting with Neymar or Salah, you know. Maybe Mbappe in a few more years, you know. What if he wins the next World Cup with France and wins more Champions Leagues? I don't know. But if I had to make a personal bet, you know, and showing off my fanboyism and my Brazilian side, out of these three players who I mentioned today in this video, I think that Neymar is going to be the first one to win a Ballon d'Or. He just has a much stronger name, you know, more titles, you know, more years playing. So I just think that Neymar is going to be the highlight of these three when it comes to defining the next generation of the FIFA Ballon d'Or. You know, that's just my opinion. That's what I think. Feel free to disagree, but don't spread hate in the comments, because your comment will get flagged by YouTube. It's going to get reported. So yeah, but anyway guys, that has been today's video. I just wanted to talk about that and give my little predictions about this. You know, this is not my last football or soccer related video, but it is one of them, because I'm starting to finish my FIFA 20 playlist. So after that, I'm going to move on to different kinds of content, you know, for you guys. But anyway, if you happen to like this video, subscribe to my channel, because I release content literally every single day, not just about sports, but things in general, gameplays, you know, vlogs, and I'm going to start doing challenges again. It's going to be really cool, reviews of games, movies, TV shows, and you never know when I'm going to release a video. Every single day, sometimes one, sometimes two, but I release them at random, unannounced times, so you have to hit the notification bell to know exactly what time they're going to be coming out, okay? And that's it, dudes. That is it. Thanks for sticking around if you did, and this is Chazzy. I forgot my outro there for a second. What's my line? This is Chazzy signing out for now. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. What the hell happened? My mind drew a blank right now. I couldn't freaking damn, look at my phone case, by the way. Fluminense thing here, it's nice.